Hello, race fans. Tonight we have two 1-in-1 runners, specialk3782 and PedanticPotato. They've been waiting a little bit, so we're going to drop it and let them go. Joining me in the booth tonight is JXB Adam. Hello, Adam. How you doing tonight?
Hello, Hayo. I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Special K versus PedanticPotato. I have a feeling this is a battle of the breakfasts, except we don't want to eat either of our runners. We just want to see them run a good race.
See, I was thinking it was more like potato, so we got a dinner versus breakfast. But yeah, I could see two breakfasts there. So where do you think they're going to start today?
If we want to be mean, we could put them at the top of the waterfall. Chat, where is our start going to be? Will it be mean at the top of the waterfall? Will it be in the corner of the Deadwoods? Or plain old vanilla right in the middle at regular start?
I would love to see a regular start because that's the one I haven't seen yet. I seem to see the waterfall a lot, so the seeds like to troll. And we start at the letter.
Yep, just south of the letter in Casino Corner.
See, I didn't think that was possible. I thought that they had to start with an open cave.
This is the one situation where they won't start on the open cave screen. They'll have to hunt a tiny bit, but they're guaranteed it's either up at the letter cave or at the vanilla casino. And we already see a candle price of 57 rupees.
And we know we don't have recorder either, as it's not in that B slot. So we're either starting with our raft or a push block, which we'll find out pretty quick.
Well, that we will, but we won't be finding it out from Pedantic, as he was too fast on the draw with that up and A.
That was. And Special K, I'm pretty sure I've seen this play from him before. Choosing to go with the blue candle. I'm pretty sure I saw in week 1 he did the same thing. So this could be an interesting divergence right away.
Absolutely, and Rick reminding us it's because the randomizer was trying to start them on the letter cave screen, which you can't do. You're always going to be one south of it.
Okay, so we know that if we're in that spot, then it'll be the letter cave, which holds us. Both players getting bomb drops, so that's a good start for them.
Absolutely, we have Pedantic finding level 8 under an Armos. In the meantime, Special K gets a secret. It's only 32?
32 is not bad. I mean, it's 2 above, so a medium secret's not rolling down, and we have a lot of medium secrets, so that's okay.
Not only do we have medium secrets aplenty, but we have spirals as well. We have a 2Q back half.
Yeah, that early map in 8, I don't know if they like seeing that or not, but we at least get some knowledge. But on top of that, we may have first quest level 1, but we have level 9 already.
All you have to do is just go up, up, up the mountain to find it. Or if you are swaggy, you can green scroll from the screen Special K is on.
That does save you a good amount of time. And we will have a second quest 9, which is a lot better than a first quest 9. And definitely a lot more interesting, or less interesting than a Shapes 9. So what do you think? Do you think 1 through 6 will be Shapes?
Let me think about that for a moment. Let me consult my crystal ball. Let me flip a coin. I think the people want Shapes.
Shapes are the overall chat favorite, I believe.
It depends on how much chat doesn't like the runners. Sometimes they want to see a straight 2Q everything.
Well, it's also interesting to see what we start. We already know we're starting with the raft, so we're not giving them much right out of the gate. So will the seed troll even more?
Well, there's 2 spots available to them because of that raft. and we'll just have to see if it's required.
And Potato just not getting any luck on these Armos yet. Maybe we'll find one over here.
Well, I don't know. I think finding a level, finding the hint shop, that's pretty lucky. It's just not the item they're looking for. And now a potion shop.
And it's interesting too. I was watching a seed earlier. Actually, I was tracking a seed earlier where both runners did not find a candle until 40 minutes in. So potentially Special K could have a huge advantage with that early candle.
It's entirely possible, but that certainly is a gamble. You have to be on point with your swordless combat, and with 2Q enemies, that might be more difficult than you're expecting.
Yeah, you won't catch me going swordless. That's a rough one, whether it's first quest or second quest enemies.
That's true, and unfortunately for Special K, they take a death down by the Forest Armos. Meantime, PedanticPotato has found the coast item. It is some runners' favorite 2D flute.
And we will get our first raft check too. That flute is going to be a nice pickup if we find the ladder early on.
Absolutely, and even if we find it a little later, the flute still has quite a bit of utility with taking us to any of our beaten dungeons, helping us to defeat any digdoggers that might land in our path, and allowing chat to play their favorite game of Name That Tune.
Yeah, I seem to always fail at Name That Tune. I don't think I've ever gotten one right.
The secret is, if you don't know, just say, "Oh yeah, I know that one. It's from Final Fantasy."
Yeah, it seems to happen a lot. We also want to thank Imagine Sleep Tonight as our tracker. Without the trackers, we are just two people spouting off random information.
Not only random information, but if the trackers aren't here, it might not even be accurate information. Though we try, really it's the trackers that keep us honest.
You know, we're kind of like the weatherman. If we miss something, it's all right.
And speaking of following our tracker, not only should you follow our tracker, Imagine Sleep, but you should also follow our runners. They're the ones up here putting on a show for us tonight, and we need to show them our support by giving them that follow on Twitch.
And Special K picking up the letter from the old man spot. We might get an early check on how expensive these potions will be today.
That's possible. I know some runners will present that letter a little bit later just to avoid the text when they walk into a potion shop.
That is a good thing. I had never thought of that. That is a good thing. And Potato is not having any luck with cash right now. Well, I guess he's not picking up the cash for fear of hitting door repairs.
Potato might be doing another strategy, which is finding enough open caves to buy the candle while still doing a bunch of exploration. And if they don't get too much, they might just retry right out of it. And having that much knowledge, they may beeline what they need to do and then get right back to exploration.
Yep, and they do find a take any, so they will get their fourth heart, giving them a 1 in 3 chance if we do find the old man for the white sword item today.
That's right, and chat, we haven't found that white sword item. What do we think it's going to be tonight? Is it going to be something important like the silver arrows? Something nice like the red ring? Or will it be something a little along the lines of a whammy of just a heart container, or, depending on how you are, one of the 2 boomerangs?
I think I would love to see these guys see the white sword. They've already had to sit around for a little bit. Let's give them some combat.
I think I can get behind that. Everyone enjoys seeing the runners have a good time, almost as much as they enjoy seeing the runners suffer.
And with these flag sets, we see a lot of suffering.
And that's how you know the flag set is truly quality. And in fact, one of the things about this flag set that chat may have noticed, all the old men are saying the same thing. That's not a bug. That means that we are going to require the book to understand old men. And we get one other bonus with that. All the hints in this game are going to be truthful. They may not be helpful, but they will be truthful.
And we get a look at our first shapes. It'll be level 2. And that is a silver arrow right there in the first room off of start. That is a great start. Unfortunately, we can't use those special arrows right now.
That's all right. I'm sure Pedantic is very happy about that because for them, that means all they've got to do now is find a bow and they will be shooting some arrows. Also, they won't have to buy the wooden arrows. And chat, what is that ink blot?
Whatever that ink blot is, we are going to need the recorder off the coast to continue because it looks like the Dig Dogger is blocking the transport.
Well, that's some good information.
Yeah, that thing, well, at least we got half of the items already, so probably a good idea to just leave and come back later. And we do find level 6 as well. Over on
There'll be a shape 6, so it will be a little bit large. Let's see just how much Special K does. I'm slightly surprised they picked that key up. They could have had a chance in that room with the locked door and the shutter to do a Kanana key.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, and we do find an early compass in 6, and it is in the bottom left, so we know this is big. It's definitely going to take some routing.
Well, we're going to have to just wait and see the map because we also know its shapes. And it could be we have one of those rare triple segment 6s, the kind that just make everybody in chat happy and all of the runners sad.
Yes, very much so. And speaking of that, we potentially could have our transport or an item right there. Oh, we find a Patra, and Potato finds level 4. We are now starting to find levels.
That's right, Hayo. The levels are coming up all over the place, and Patra, our favorite eyeball monster, will be quite the feat to take down to continue in level 6.
And there's our favorite red bubbles. Spinning a key and potentially finding an item, getting out of the red bubbles.
Well, at this juncture, I don't think Special K cares about those bubbles. They have yet to find a sword.
That is true.
Oh, let me rephrase that. They found a sword and they turned their nose up and said, I would prefer to burn Hyrule down.
And unfortunately, for a lot of these rooms, there's not much they can do with only one shot of the blue candle at this moment.
That's right. That's the hardest part about Swordless is having repeatable offense in a room.
So what do you think that shape on 4? Is that a crawling man, maybe?
That is Superman crawling.
Superman or flying, yes. I would. You are right, Adam.
Well, I've just got one interpretation. I'm sure chat will have others. I know chat is creative. Let's see what they come up with. The only guess I've seen in chat so far for anything is level 2 being a faucet. We'll have to wait till one of our runners gets back in there to be able to say, oh yeah, that's a faucet.
Yeah, that level 2 was a weird one.
Well, the weird shapes are the ones that are the most fun to figure out. In the meantime, it looks like Special K is making some good work with the candle and progressing slowly in level 6.
And then finds Landmola.
Well, those ones are Moldorms, but
or Moldorms, yeah.
Same idea. They're going to take more than one candle blast to take down.
And Potato not able to push there. Lionel's in dungeons. Never a fun thing to see, but still better than Wizrobes.
Speaking of wizrobes, we haven't seen our favorite caped amulet-wielding friends. They will eventually show up, and they might be in the dungeons.
And it would be an interesting one if they're in level 9.
I've never found a chat that didn't want to see level 9 chock full of wizrobes with a Patra in every other room just to make things interesting.
And keep them on wood sword and no ring. Oh, we find the any key in 4.
All right, so we went from no keys to all the keys. Not only will that mean locked doors aren't a problem, but you've got to watch out for those Stalfos swords. It turns out the Stalfos have been hanging out with the Lionels, throwing swords out now, with the 2Q enemies being on.
That is definitely the worst part of second quest, is you have one of the easiest enemies in first quest now becomes one of the worst, because they can just fire from anywhere sniping you.
That's true. The only nice thing about the Stalfos is you can see when they're going to shoot. They pause for a good amount of time, longer than the Lionels do.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you're in the overworld and you're looking at too many things, you just don't see that sword coming right at you. Happens to me all the time.
Everybody loves an overworld full of projectile throwing enemies. The Triforce in level 6 has been found, but before Special K could pick it up, the BMO says, "No thank you, sir," and back to start he goes.
He was so close, just one tile away. With these red bubbles, it would be really nice to get some repeatable offense. And for Special K, it'd just be nice to get some repeatable offense.
That's right. That's the position Special K is in for this race, having taken the candle out of the wood sword cave. They are going to need to find the white sword, or they will be on the heart hunt to attempt to lift the magical sword.
And we still have to find it.
That we do. Not only do we have to find it, but we know it will take a minimum of 10 hearts, and it could be all the way up at a maximum of 14 to pick up.
And I don't know if that was a Y-Force for Potato, but he does find his Triforce in level 4, and that is our first one of the night. At 16 minutes, it's about average.
The potato strikes first, but the seed is young. There is a lot more to come. Meantime, Special K gets locked into a river room, unable to do any more than one fire blast. We'll have to up an A back to start.
Unfortunately, Special K is putting a good amount of time in this level 6 and is yet to come up with anything of substance. But he does at least know where the Triforce is, and he's done a lot of clearing here. He may have to come back with some repeatable offense to clear some of these rooms.
Yeah, that's one of the dangers of taking the candle early. It makes it a lot harder to clear some of these rooms. Like, look at this room full of Gibdos. You'd have to have 12 bombs to clear that, or a repeatable offense like the candle, the red candle that is, or the wand.
And unfortunately for Special K, Special K has 3 keys at the moment, which is good, but he's going up against an opponent who has all the keys, so he's got to be a little bit hesitant on what doors he opens right now.
That's right, and while we weren't paying attention, PedanticPotato has continued overworld exploration, still not taking any of the money out of any of the secret caves, has come across 2 take-inies, picked up 2 hearts, and is now guaranteed that white sword item whenever they come across it.
I'm still hoping for that white sword to be on the white sword item. That would be nice, especially for, just combat.
That's right. Special K pickpockets the pancakes, taking a heart container.
So Potato's not taking any money, but he's run out of bombs as well. But I don't think we've seen a bomb shop as of yet. Or at least I haven't marked one.
I haven't seen a bomb shop. In fact, I've seen very little bomb drops. This has been one of those bomb-starved seeds.
We're getting most of the and Special K taking a death in 6, unfortunately. But yeah, we've cleared most of the east at this point. Neither runner has made it past the river on to the west.
That's true. There's still a lot more of Hyrule to explore and quite a few dungeons to find.
And unfortunately, Special K has locked himself into a room with multiple enemies and no way out.
This dig is very long for Special K. They do have 2 positive things that have come out of it. They have found the Florium Heart container, and they do know that they can get the Triforce. They just have to make their way back.
These any roads that Potato is finding have not led to... Well, I say that, and there we have West Death Mountain. We have a great spot for the any road. Always nice to be able to go from one side of the world to the other through one staircase.
That's right, Hayo. The any roads are great fast travel.
But no bomb right now. So he's unable to see any of these spots, but he could be making his way to the Armos item. And Special K does find the book for their second item here in 6.
That is actually amazing to have gotten to, and they're very careful with those keys. One bop from the keys and they'd lose that last half heart and go back to start. Pedantic has picked up the power bracelet from under the Armos.
And that will open a potential of 7 more spots for them, so that is great.
In fact, we now know where all of our overworld exploration is hiding in the seed. It's just a matter of time before the runners are able to pick up each of those items.
Yep, we just need the ladder so we can get those 2 spots on the river as well as the recorder. That's
right, Pedantic doing what Pedantic should do, and that is push the advantage of having the power bracelet. In fact, the fact that he found level 6 under a power bracelet slot means Special K has also picked up the power bracelet.
Yeah, I missed that completely. I did not notice that. And now we have both runners in 6. And we know there is a book in here, but that's about it.
Oh no, Special K in Mortal Kombat with the Keese and the Beamos. Stand in the middle, Special K. Run! Juke! Triforce! Special K is done with level 6.
That was a very good finish there. At the moment, we have yet to find the white sword item, I imagine.
There's the compass for Pedantic as Special K continues up to Vanilla 1Q6.
And gets mugged, unfortunately. Nice bomb drop for Potato in here. I imagine Potato's going to have a much faster time finding the book, but this 6 is still nothing to scoff about.
Not at all. Looking at Hayo, looking at Special K's map before he left, that looked like a very chonky 6. Patra says goodbye to Pedantic in the door, down to half a heart. Will they survive?
And kind of looks like Special K is going to make the Lost Woods play. Maybe looking for more bombs here. But without the recorder, can't check any of these spots.
No, this is unfortunate overworld routing for Special K. Maybe just a victim of circumstance with the start screen.
Hopefully, we'll be able to find a couple more dungeons down here in the southeast.
Or at the very least, maybe the white sword item, and maybe they'll be lucky enough that it's the white sword. See, that's just mean, putting those bombs right in the middle of a circle moat.
Well, I was about to say it's better than putting the Triforce there, but if the Triforce was there, they would at least know to leave.
Well, Pedantic still hasn't seen, I believe, the heart container or the book, so they might try to dig a little bit. Special K has found level 5.
And Dig Dogger gazes in the dead woods. So that's
Game.
Exactly where we're at.
Thank you, game. We wanted to know where we were at.
It's always nice when the old man has lost his mind and realizes he doesn't know where he's at.
That's true. Special K out of level 5. Moving on. A small secret.
An 8 rupee small secret, not going to be helpful today, but we have yet to see the large secret, so...
That's right, Hayo. The money situation in the seed hinges on that large secret. The larger the secret, the better the money situation will be, because there are going to be 3 of those scattered throughout the overworld.
It'd be nice to find a 150 large secret and allow them both to pick up the blue ring.
With the combat that both of them have faced in this seed, that's not a terrible purchase.
Oh, and Special K finding level 1, and level 1 is always a favorite of runners because it does have 3 items. And unfortunately, it's a key eater and will be fun for Potato, not so fun for Special K.
Special K having a little bit of trouble blasting these Stalfos and getting multiple hits. Maybe the 3rd time is the charm. There we go. He got a couple of them down.
And he will be able to go in and out on these as long as he can just line them up and get them for multiple hits.
Yeah, he's trying to get them right out of the doorway, and that's actually a very difficult place to blast them with the candle.
I was going to say, if you can get them on the sides where they're in a straight line, that would be almost better. And he might get lucky here and roll out everything but the hands. And then he can just take the hands out every time he goes in.
Well, that would be an ideal situation for Special K. Maybe the game will favor them with that.
So far, so good.
So level 1.
All his luck.
And now we're going to have to see if the Stalfos will stick around. As long as Special K can take down that Stalfos and get a Stalfos back in the next reset, he will have the opportunity to clear the room. But if both of the Vires are still here, then, well, we're going to have to go a different way.
And he did get lucky, and the Stalfos will be either in the 1 or 2 spot.
Pedantic is into level 5, clearing this shoot room to see if there's a drop in the middle.
Oh, he almost got that Stalfos. I was not paying attention, but I'm guessing Potato left 6 without the book.
That's correct. Potato did not get the book, the heart container, or the Triforce.
I do not blame him leaving that. The way it is, get whatever you can in smaller dungeons first.
Absolutely. Large dungeons, if you've got some defense, got some offense, those are not as daunting. And we see the Fire is the primary enemy in this room that Special K is trying to clear. They should be able to get it to split and also take out the bats. Unless
they roll up. But does find a heart for the trouble.
A handsome reward, one of the 2 floor items here in level 1. However, this room with all of these blue Lionels, the standing key also means this room is a staircase. However, with only the candle, Special K will have to come back.
Unless those Lionels rolled down and he gets lucky. And unfortunately, he walks right into a mugger room too.
And the mugger room is just not lucky.
No. Alright, he's going to attempt to keep clearing these Stalfoses. He does know where one of his items is, so he is down to just 1 item left to find.
Well, he might know where one of his items is. Remember, this is a Shapes 1. There could be a segment.
Ooh, now you're just trolling. Oh, and he's going to need some bombs.
He's going to need some bombs, and hopefully the Vyres have not rolled up, because if they have, even bombs will not help in that situation.
Well, they did not roll up. I think he cleared 1 in 1 shot earlier.
No, the Vyres will split when they take any damage. If they take more than their maximum HP, they will die and give you a drop.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, he got a good one.
Look
there.
at that. 3 Stalfos with 1 Candle Blast. That's what you like to see. Pedantics up at Death Armos, continuing to explore Hyrule.
Again, we are still looking for the white sword item.
And all that work on the Stalfos and nothing to show for it.
Yes, unfortunately, this one is coming up with not much, and it's killing his key count as well. Oh, and he finds a Patra in front of a locked door, so he knows he's done with this one.
That's quite unfortunate. Patra is one enemy you can't clear swordless unless you have found the wand.
And unfortunately, too, he used up all of his keys in 1 with not getting much out of it. He needs to get into 4, which is only a few rooms, or a few screens to the right. And that'll get him his any key.
Yep, and a great candle boost past those blue dark nuts.
Yeah, those blue dark nuts will do 2 hearts of damage, and when you only have 5, you might as well take the half heart of damage from your blue candle.
Exactly right. Pedantic has checked the other raft spot and found the raft is not required tonight.
Yes, and I mean, if Potato goes down to the second forgotten spot down here to the left, that will be a huge get for him. We do find level 7 on Special K's side. I did not see where it was. Was it potentially at the raft spot?
No, it was not on the raft spot. I believe he was still burning down the dead woods. And these red moblins have rolled down, so the candle will be effective on them.
And hopefully they are a good drop for us today.
Unfortunately, shuttered in with these other moblins, and they don't go down to 3 hits.
And Potato will find the level 1, and hopefully we can see a little bit more of level 1 now with a sword combat coming in.
Special K has found a stair in level 7, guarded by a dig dogger. Special K attempting a bufferless clip into the stair. It can be done, but it is difficult.
I don't think I've ever done a buffer. I've never really... I've always done it unbuffered. The problem is you got the dig dogger just sitting there in that middle, just constantly trolling.
Oh, and that close to start, an up and A is in order. In the meantime, Pedantic, with all the keys, a sword, and a candle, continues to roll right on through level 1.
And it is interesting, for those that have never seen somebody take the candle, we just had Panzer Dave earlier tonight, who is also known for taking the candle. And his race was pretty good. He was able, I think he pulled it out. Well, I don't remember what happened.
You know what I would say? If you want to see some good swordless combat, go find that VOD. I'm not sure which channel it was on, but it will be a great watch back.
Yeah. But Dave is definitely... Oh, we have a ladder in 1, which means we've got recorder once we make it over to the coast.
Unfortunate for Special K, as they have also found a mugger room in level 7 that might be required.
This ladder is going to be huge for Potato. Just being able to, get to that recorder and get more checks in.
Not sure why Special K didn't just up an A right there, given the moblins in this next room and no bombs.
I think he's trying to kill as many as he can and get a bomb drop to clear the room.
Right, and out of the dungeon he goes. I would have finished clearing that red moblin room because it was a Triforce room with no standing drop, which means there is a very high probability of about 100% that the map is there. And since it's 2Q7, we don't need the map, so what am I talking about?
That is true. And Potato potentially... Potato has found both of their floor drops and potentially finding their stairway drop now. As long as this is not a segment. It is.
Did I accidentally speak that into existence?
I think you did, and right into a mugger room, but they do have the any key, so they can pay those 2 keys. Now, well, never mind.
I'm really surprised. To me, that's a no-brainer to pay those 2 keys. When you have all the keys, pay them keys.
Well, I think in this case, it was actually faster just to go up an A and get 1 heart back. But now passing the Patra is a smart call there.
Yeah, Pedantic's not going to clear that room until the game tells him, yeah, your Triforce or your other item is there.
And since he's got both of the floor items already, you're just looking for a stairway. And it looks like it might be in that segment area. And look at that. No. The Patra is required.
And this is how we know the game truly is having fun tonight.
Oh, there is 1 room south of here. Okay.
So a couple questions in chat about if Special K has managed to screen scroll or clip with the candle, and yes, Special K did get the clip right into the stairwell of level 7, finding only a transport.
Oh, and Potato takes a death, but I think that's... Well, they were trying to get to their transport there.
I think that's right. I think they were going to see if maybe they could find the other floor item or the other staircase that would have an item, because level 1 is going to have those 2 floor items and 1 stair item.
And I'm actually surprised that they didn't finish at level 1, being, only 2 rooms away. But I guess what they're going to do is try to find a little defense or some more hearts before going back in.
Or maybe just better offense, because those rooms, those rooms are just full of big nasties, whether we're talking about the Patra or the 8 blue Lionels guarding the stairwell.
Yeah, that is true. You got to be up on your combat going into that. That's for sure. And we do finally find a large secret.
That's right. It's going to be going back to under vanilla at 88.
And at least it's not 50 is what I have to say for that. So, but it's still kind of small.
Yeah, but with some of the things we know, like the silver arrows, we know at least one purchase in this seed is not required. With the any key, we know we won't have to buy keys. The only things left to buy are going to be hints.
Yeah, and he will need to get back into 6 to get his book, but Special K is able to buy hints at the moment.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Special K finds one of those hint shops if he doesn't save, see the hints, and then retry to get his rupees back.
And yes, that would be a very smart. Unfortunately for Potato, this Dig Dogger did not want to play nice. So for those wondering, we are only missing one dungeon, and that is level 3. And there's a good chance it could be recorder blocked. But we haven't seen any of West Death Mountain or East Death Mountain. So
Special K takes another overworld death and back to start he goes. There's also quite a few power bracelet spots we haven't seen. There is the magical sword at the fairy power bracelet spot.
And it's kind of, I mean, it's right in the middle, but it's not really close to any dungeons, so it might be very rare to see somebody come back to this unless they are just looking for more offense.
Or if Special K hasn't managed to find the white sword, but has gotten flush with heart containers.
We can only hope, that is for sure. Alright, Potato with a full set of hearts is going back against this Dig Dogger here.
Yep,
no bombs, unfortunately.
And I do agree with chat, this does look a little like a faucet.
And Potato getting some very good hits with those beams. And all he has to do is just take down one of these guys, and then he can reset the room. And there he goes.
That's right. Once one of the Diglets falls, you leave the room, the other two will flee, and you have a free reign to go push your block.
And we finally will be able to see this segment, which is a very linear segment, but we're starting in the middle.
Yeah, it's interesting because I would call that the main dungeon, and we started in the segment.
Yeah. And we've already found silvers here in 2, so could this be the greatest dungeon and give us a bow on the floor?
Well, that's not unheard of, and I guarantee if that were the case, Special K would be very happy to get in here. Though these are rooms like this room here, they will not be able to clear with only the blue candle.
And we also know that he is not going to probably be... Well, he needs to get back to level 1 to get his ladder, just to get to the recorder so he can get to this segmented part of level 2.
That's right. He's going to need bombs to take out the Dig Dogger, though. Question in chat, where was the sword? In this particular flag set, they start on the wood sword screen, but we got the very special exception where our start screen was supposed to be the letter cave. That's not a screen you can start on, so they started 1 south with the sword in the letter cave.
And unfortunately, Potato is bomb blocked at the moment, and he will not be able to get any drops off of these right here. So unless there's a bomb drop from clearing this room, he will be blocked here.
This seed has been very stingy on resources. Not a bomb, it's just a heart.
Well, we know what both of our items are into, and he will still be bomb blocked, it looks like, from his Triforce. So it will be a third dip for Potato into level 2.
Special K is going to learn very shortly that this dungeon is in fact Dig Dogger blocked. That's what that enemy is. It's a Dig Dogger. As far as Bomb Starve Seed, imagine our tracker is asking, we have not seen a bomb shop yet. So the bombs might be in the rare shop.
And Special K does find the silver arrows, at least.
Question in chat. Has Special K found level 1? Yes, Special K has found level 1, but they are having a little bit of difficulty clearing enemies with only the blue candle.
And rightfully so, Special K does not want to use one of their 2 keys on the single locked door there. So they decided to leave and hopefully find something else. We're still looking for the white item, so hopefully that will be our white sword.
Yep.
The prices on the blue potion today rolled down significantly, so we're going to have some cheap potions.
We're having cheap blue potion tonight at 26 rupees. The fancy red potion, however, is 71. That means runners are going to want to buy 2 of the blue potions to mix them together. Look at that hint shop.
All right, we know level 8 has our red candle. We already know where the book is. That was level 6.
Thank you, game. We would never have known that without you. And there's the hint that Special K is going to want the magic key in 4.
Yeah. So Special K knows if they get to level 8, or go back to level 8, they could potentially find a red candle for more offense. But that's not exactly what they're looking for. They would like to find the white sword for sure.
That's right, Hayo. I guarantee they want the white sword because if they don't find a pointy weapon, they are not going to be able to take down Ganon.
Or some of these other enemies blocking our way. Like
or Wizrobes.
Patra.
Or Patra.
Though we could still
or Gleeok.
We could still find a wand to help us there.
Absolutely. With a wand, we would be able to take out Gleeok. We would be able to down Patra. Or we could just push a block and find a door repair.
Yeah, we looked like we had some cash and they just wanted to steal it. Once again, one of these runners will need to make their way into Death Mountain because we're still missing one dungeon, as well as we have yet to see the white sword item. And we're going on 47 minutes here.
Yeah,
this is big for Special K because they need some kind of combat.
They need bombs. Pedantic needs bombs. This seed needs some bombs. Did we roll bombs out of the seed?
It's looking like it. It'll probably be in our rare shop, and we haven't seen the price of it yet. It could be a lot. It could be a little. Who knows?
Well, it could be as little as 1 rupee or as much as 40 rupees. We're going to just have to wait to see if one of our runners can happen upon the one merchant in Hyrule that is selling bombs.
And Special K does find a Take Any. They're only 3 hearts away from checking mags at this point. But that still will only be a 20% chance on mags.
A 20% chance, but let's look at what this seed has done so far. I'm not so sure the seed will be that kind.
No, it will not. Unfortunately for Special K, when you take the blue candle, the number one thing you really want is a lot of bomb shops with cheap bombs. That's the one thing we're not getting.
That's true. Question in chat about enemy drops. Enemy drop groups are not shuffled. Special K is having a hard time clearing most of the enemies, and Pedantic hasn't been killing enemies that drop bombs. And
Potato will find their second item in 4, and it's just a heart. But that does put them at 9 hearts, so they are 1 heart away from checking mags as well. But that is a full clear for Potato in level 4.
Yep, Potato went back in hoping to find bombs or more offense, a wand, a white sword, a bow, maybe a red ring, anything to make this seed nicer. And while a heart container won't be turned down, that is definitely not what they were looking for.
Well, the one thing that Potato especially has going for him is he's got 1 Triforce, but once he starts going, he knows where a lot of these Triforces are after digging most of these dungeons already. So once he gets some good combat, it should be very, very quick for him.
Back into level 5 for Pedantic. In the meantime, Special K on the overworld. Ladder strats against the caffeinated land molas. Certainly can't argue with those. Chat, what's that ink blot?
I am unsure what to call that. Fish hook, I can see it.
I see the head of the snake and the body of something. It's interesting.
I see a guy golfing.
That is one big golf club, but I can see it.
That is one big golf club.
Special K on Death Mountain, yes.
Yeah, so hopefully we find something up here. But no bombs, unfortunately, for Special K.
Another stair blocked by a dig dogger, and it's the transport in level 5, because the first stair in 5 is always the transport.
And that is 100% true.
And right out of that transport into the line of the Gorilla firing squad comes Pedantic.
Hopefully he is able to find a bomb drop here, as no bombs and in a room with no doors. No bomb drop, unfortunately.
An 8-bit NFL punter. That's possible.
And we get a lot of pancakes, which just continues our breakfast seed.
So with that 8-bit punter, I know exactly what I'm seeing now. I'm seeing 8-bit track and field. The guy is jumping the hurdle, but he hit the bar.
We have yet to see either of the bananas. So plenty of more rooms to troll us.
Well, I think Special K would take a banana right now just to be able to stun enemies and make more progress. A bomb drop in level 5. Chat, let's get some bomb hype out there.
Let's get some hype for anything right now. And more pancakes. And these guys are very beefy.
Nobody wants beefy pancakes. What people want to do is have their pancakes with crumbled bacon mixed into the batter.
Well, I mean, that would be a beefy pancake, in my opinion.
That'd be a bacony pancake.
And I've done that before. It's pretty good.
There's the compass for Pedantic, hiding out in the middle of one of those pancakes.
And
uh-oh.
I'm unsure what is going on with Special K.
Maybe Special K is taking a moment to walk away from the console and think about their life decisions. Hopefully they'll be back soon.
There is a slight chance Special K could restart. Nope, never mind. We were just blacked out. But as we say that, there is the yellow banana for potato in 5.
That's right. Chat, all hail Lord Banana. And level 5 just doesn't want to make it easy for Pedantic. They will have to take the long way.
And potato finding the compass, that means they'll be hopefully in and out here.
They might clear along the way just to see. And Special K back in. This is a probable item room. The gels are 0 HP Lord Banana, doing the work, taking them out from afar. The block, however, does not push. Some bombs for Special K, and look at that upgrade price. I think seeing a 120 upgrade price, I would have just taken a moment to express my displeasure with the old man by maybe hitting him with the sword once or twice.
All right, I had to walk away to. So what, you saw a bomb upgrade for 120?
A bomb upgrade in level 5 for 120, one room before the Triforce. And with how bombs have been in this seed, that wouldn't have been a terrible purchase.
Hopefully, yep, and now they have enough. Will they go back? Would be a good idea. As long as they don't get trolled with just an upgrade of 2.
Well, even in this seed, an upgrade of 2 might be the difference between level 9 going easy and level 9 going hard.
And that is true. They are holding on to their rupees at this moment, maybe hoping to find some hints.
That's right. Chad is wondering if Special K has purchased a blue ring. Unfortunately, no. Special K just has shuffled tunic colors. Back to level 1 goes Pedantic.
I believe he is still looking for one item, as well as he can pick up the Triforce from the Patra here. But
yeah, I think with all the hearts, he's in here with the beams and all the hearts to try to pick up his Triforce. He does still have one floor item and I believe one stair item. Special K using some reset strats to reset the global counter to try to get some bombs off of these blue Octoroks, and now has a full complement of bombs to their name.
And very good combat for Potato. He will come away with his Triforce here.
And I would not be surprised to see them go right back in, though I think I would have walked out of the room before picking up that Triforce, as that Patra will respawn.
Well, either way, they can just walk right by it.
Question in chat, where is level 1? It is in the Dead Woods in the far southwest corner of the map.
And Special K going back into level 8, we do know the red candle is in here if they want to try to dig it out.
I'm not sure they want to try to dig it out, but if they can find it on the floor, they are going to pick it up and be very happy. But so far, all they have found is Dig Dogger after Dig Dogger.
Yeah, they were able to bomb out, so that is good. Unfortunately, well, they do have bombs for Aqua Menace here. Now,
or misunderstood Unicorn Dragon.
Second Quest 8 is a funny dungeon because it has a lot of stairs. So a lot of these push blocks will actually move, but they all seem to go just somewhere else.
That's right. In level 8, there are 5 sets of transports. 2 sets of one-way stairs and 2 item stairs. And if I do the math correctly, that means there are approximately 82 stairs in level 5 or level 8, excuse me. Level 5, not quite as many.
And Special K ladder and recorder blocked from some of these push blocks already.
And more dig doggers. Pedantic pulls a heart out of the basement. And oh no, that looks like it might be a required bait block. We'll just have to wait and see. Special K having none of it. Just
you know Special K is just ready to be done with the seed when they're wasting their resources on these trolly old men.
Yeah, Special K is retrying out to get the bombs back, but I can tell that they have quite a bit of frustration already in this seed, and honestly, who can blame them? Though I might argue they brought some of it upon themselves.
And that is the gamble you take.
That's true. I've seen a lot of different strategies with picking up the candle, from as much as, hey, I can do swordless, to, hey, I'm in a forest area, I'm going to burn a few of these trees and see what I find.
And we're going to get some river checks here. Yes. Potato low on hearts, needs to watch out. No, nothing comes up on the river.
That's how it is sometimes. The river just comes up dry. And look at this. It cannot, or do my eyes deceive me? Is that bombs for 7 rupees?
Wow, and they're all the way down on the coast with only level 2 close, unfortunately.
And our white sword item is just another heart container. But at 11 hearts, Pedantic has a 40% chance of lifting the magical sword should they go back to the push block by the fairy fountain.
Now, if I'm Potato, I continue to dig up here in Death Mountain. But once you get done with this, I would go check it. Because this seed has been a killer, and having mags would just be the best right now.
Honestly, with how much these poor runners have suffered, not only should they have mags, not only should they get a red ring, not only do they deserve this seed to go nicer, but they deserve chat to go and give them a follow for slogging through this for our entertainment. So chat, follow our runners. They are putting on a great show for us tonight, even if this seed is one of the worst of the tournament. Follow my co-com, Hio24. I believe they are also in this tournament, so they will be streaming. Follow our tracker, Imagine Sleep. If it wasn't for our tracker, I wouldn't have any idea where any of the items are in this seed. I would simply be just making it up as I go.
And these runners have nothing. They are going to finish well before my longest time in this tournament. So they are much better than I am and would both beat me any day of the week.
Quite possibly, but this is, after all, Zelda 1 Randomizer.
Yeah, anything could happen.
Absolutely. A potion shop at the Forgotten Spot.
Special K is getting very close to 250, which we know to be our blue ring price, and he's pretty close to getting that blue ring. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get 30 more rupees and go back for that blue ring.
Not at all. With how this seed has been, doubling the defense might be just what Dr. Mario ordered. But wait, this is Zelda.
I am not sure I would trust my health to Dr. Mario, but we do find our last dungeon. And with that, we know where everything is at. We just need to find that bow.
Level 3, a very welcome sight for Pedantic, given bombs, given the any key. And chat, when the start screen is the letter screen, what the game is going to do is put you one south of that screen because you can't actually start on the letter screen, nor can you whistle to the letter screen. So the wood sword will be up at the letter cave in that particular circumstance. It is the one exception.
Now this is pretty nice 3. It's a very linear 3. So hopefully it's a short one, but at least we know exactly where we're going.
That's true, and because of where we are, and because of the fact this will act like a first quest 3, I don't believe there will be a bait block in here, and if there is, it probably won't matter.
And Special K
there
does
is.
pick up their blue ring.
And the Tektite says, go return that, to which Special K says, no.
And with that, they're almost out of cash, but they still almost have enough for bombs. As the bombs are very cheap today at 7.
Did you see that, though? Look right next to that bomb shop. It's the Any Roads. All of a sudden, those are coming in clutch should we run out of bombs up here on Death Mountain.
That is true. And as we said, Potato finds more bombs. Now all of a sudden the bombs are coming.
Well, we are over an hour into this seed. It's about time the seed gives us some goods.
It is very true that this seed has decided not to give our runners anything. And in fact, one of our runners didn't even take one of the things the seed wanted it to give.
That's all right. We know that the seed has given the runners one thing, and that is an absolutely miserable time.
Which is also giving our chat a good time. No, we have yet to see anything in 3 except for that compass right there. And the map.
Honestly, level 3, that's an ink blot. I don't have any idea what it is. Maybe a angle ruler? I don't know what those are called. 90-degree ruler? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And of course, the Triforce is all the way at the bottom.
We're going to see all of 3. That's what... And potentially this is our push block here, so hopefully we'll get a good item. Very nice bomb for Potato there.
Absolutely. Always good to get a refund on the bombs, especially in a seed where bombs are just not forthcoming. Nail gun, drill, these are all significantly better than my description of level 3.
Oh no, and we might be Goma blocked from an item. This would be bad. Well, they're only looking for the bow, so we know the bow can't be under that Goma.
That's right, the one saving grace, but there could be a ton of other very nice things under that Goma. The red ring, for instance. The white sword, the wand.
And smart of Potato just to leave and come back in instead of trying to fight the last ball with 1.5 hearts.
The stair, or the block bushes.
Oh,
there it is,
no.
Our starting raft. This seed continues to just give and give and give.
And Potato finds the free Triforce. Did we see a floor item?
I did not
it
see
had to be a heart.
No, Potato didn't get a floor item yet, as far as I know. It's possible it's in that one room, the offshoot on the way down to the Triforce, but I think at 1 hour and 7 minutes, Potato has had so much of this seed that they are ready to just ignore everything and go, go, go.
And
I hope they don't walk into Ganon without a bow.
Hopefully they can find the other hint shop, and maybe it'll tell us something about the bow.
In this seed? Maybe. Or it'll
Maybe.
just be the exact same 3 hints that were in the first hint shop, because why wouldn't the game do that to us?
And Potato not picking up all this money early on is now able to start filling up their coffers.
Special K at 10 hearts. How soon will they go and try and lift the magical sword? Well, right now Pedantic's going to give it a try. Is 11 enough?
No!
Of course not.
All right, Adam, here's a great question for you. Who rolled this seed?
Oh, that is a wonderful question. And fortunately, I can say it was not me. It was not Jess. It was not Dave.
Who did roll this seed then? I thought it was you.
No, it was our right side runner, Pedantic, who rolled this seed.
Oh no, Pedantic did it to himself. Then unfortunately, Pedantic has nothing to complain about tonight. And with a third time going into level 2, Pedantic Potato will hopefully get their Triforce.
Special K into level 3. Boy, are they in for some fun.
And Indy makes a good point. If only Potato had spelled it right the first time, this would have been a whole different seed.
Well, you see, that's how you know you offended the seed rolling bot, and it has taken out its wrath upon you.
So we were bomb blocked earlier here in level 2, so hopefully we will find the Triforce here in the top left.
It's got to be down here somewhere.
It's got to be.
A small mercy virus go down to a bomb.
Now I'm pretty sure in a dark room, the Triforce will not drop.
That's correct. A dark room will not drop the Triforce or a dungeon item. It could still drop something like a map, a compass, or a key. Or an ever-elusive pack of bombs.
Those are nice.
Or it can just be a big fat nope.
And Pedantic has found all of their dungeons, so potentially they are just looking for their triangles and getting into level 9, as they're just missing one item, the bow.
I can't imagine that they won't continue to poke around level 2, though. They've only got a couple of rooms left, and one of them will be the floor item. Special K gets the bad news. 10 hearts, not enough. And we know if they try again at 11, that also will not be enough.
And Pedantic leaving the last room unchecked. I wonder if they believe they may have found both items in this too. And yes, they did, because it was a heart earlier, because I made the comment, what would this seed be if we found bow and arrow in the same dungeon? But it was a heart. So yes,
that makes sense. And now they will beeline to that Triforce, while Special K is beelining to the bomb shop.
And Special K also has their silver arrows. I remember seeing them come in here and get that and get out.
Another small mercy, the Triforce guarded just by 3 Stalfos.
It's much easier than what we've been seeing, that is for sure.
And this seed, I expected it to be 8 blue Lionels.
That would not surprise me. But one thing we haven't seen much of today, Wizrobes.
See, Hayo knows this seed is not done with these runners yet. Hayo knows level 9 awaits. And though it is a 2Q9, which means it will be an easier 9 than most, it will still have all the shenanigans that the Wizrobes can throw.
Did I invoke the commentary curse, or did I plan it? That is the question.
You didn't roll this seed, so how could you have planned it?
Well, yeah, that's true. That blue ring is definitely helping Special K out already. But we are an hour and 13 minutes in, and still no repetitive combat for Special K.
And honestly, folks, we should give Special K a follow for this. They are doing some great swordless combat and sticking the seed out. I know a lot of runners that after this much punishment would have just thrown in the towel. And while you're out throwing around follows, follow PedanticPotato, follow Hio24, follow Imagine Sleep. You can follow me, but I've got bad news for you. I never stream.
Sometimes you just want to see a black screen and just zone out. And that's why Adam has the best stream.
That's right. You can go read my astounding About Me page that is whatever Twitch's default is, because I have done nothing.
Alright, I believe Special K has found all of their dungeons. I'm not sure what they are looking for.
I don't think Special K has seen the White Sword Heart.
No, they picked it up earlier. I saw that.
Well then, I have no idea what they're looking for, but they're looking for something, and it might be they've just had their, they've just been tossed around by this seed so much that they don't even know what they're looking for anymore.
At this point, Special K, I mean, we have not seen any extra combat. So, they are probably looking for their last take any, trying to get mags.
That's entirely possible. I'm not sure if they've gotten 3 or 4, but they're going to present the letter, look at the potion prices, and look in their wallet and say, nope. In the meantime, Pedantic has found our first Wizrobe sighting. It's level 8.
Which gives us a nice hope for a level 9. And there's an early Triforce in 8. And I imagine Potato is just going to dip out of here.
I'm pretty sure Pedantic says, wow, a Wizrobe dungeon? A Triforce? Mercy in this seed? I will take it.
And they do know what one of the 3 items is, since they have the hint for the red candle. Nope, that's true. Special K.
That's true. We know it. They don't. Yep, they still have yet to receive the book at a level 6. I think at this point, Potato might be trying to get to that magic 250 to go grab a blue ring out of the rare shop on the coast.
And they look like they are just 2 screens away. They just need that 1 rupee right there, and there you go. And we all know what happens when you buy the blue ring. Our next item will be the red ring.
I thought the blue ring meant your next item was going to be the magical boomerang. Special K finding level 4. Hopefully able to get through here far enough to get the any key.
And I believe the any key was just 3 rooms away from start. It was not too far in.
Oof, the Lionels have rolled above 4.
And Potato, yes, back in level 6. Just going to head straight for the triangle here.
That's right. I can't imagine that Pedantic will turn down the heart container if they happen to walk through the pancake room that contains it, nor will I be surprised if they poke their head into stairways looking for the underground item, which we know to be the book.
Yes, if you'd like to punish yourself, this would be a great seed to get the numbers off of before we leave today.
We can take a moment. We can send the seed to chat, but only once both of our runners have finished or thrown in the towel. And I have a feeling I'll be sharing this seed with some of my favorite friends in Z1R.
That was a very nice candle, getting all three of the hands. I believe this is the room with our any key.
I think that might have been a bomb force.
Oh, never mind.
Pedantic pickpockets the like and steals the heart container. On they go in level 6.
And Special K, not exactly sure what they're looking at. They are trying to find a way without spending a key.
That's right, but with their hint, they should know the any key is in here. So we're going to see what they end up doing.
The yellow banana paying off dividends pretty late in this seed as well, as those stuns really work out.
That's right, Hayo. When you've got enemies you can stun with a boomerang, it absolutely can be of help. Just don't do it on the Wizrobes. It won't work.
I almost think Potato, at this point, would love to see at least one more heart, as they do have a chance to get max by picking up their 12th heart, but having one more almost guarantees it.
That's right. I guarantee if they could get 2 more hearts before checking, they would do that. But we'll have to wait and see. Having the 12 hearts and knowing it was not 11, that means they are at a 1 in 3 chance as they pick up the book.
And the book will come in very handy, as it will be able to tell us where Zelda, as well as Ganon, and the compass can be found in level 9. It also tells us where the silver arrows are, but we found those very early on today.
That's right, Hayo, but the first thing we'll have to find is the old men in level 9 that will give us those hints.
And since it's going to be a second quest level 9, it won't be that big. And this is our 6th Triforce, well, technically 7th Triforce for Potato.
That's right, Potato has one more, just one cinnamon roll to conquer, as Special K taking a pause, possibly debating their life choices, checking their maps, seeing where the items are they'd like to find.
And have we seen the second item in 5? I don't believe we have.
I don't believe we did. This seed could still keep on giving, while I'm sure Special K might wish to see a dot done. We know they're a ways away. 12 is enough! Magical sword has been acquired.
12 is the correct number today. And if Special K can find 2 more hearts, they will be able to get their first sword.
First sword mags is really neat when you can do that early in a seed. First sword mags when it's almost, I don't know, an hour and a half in, not quite as amazing. Board 7, which is level 7 for Pedantic Potato.
And this is second Quest 7, so it is a spiral and not the big craziness of first Quest 7.
That's right. Second Quest 7 is a spiral with just a few staircases. There is also a meat block in here somewhere.
And that will be very fun because Potato only has 7 rupees. And I'm pretty sure they were 100 rupees today. But usually in level 7, there's a way to get around them.
Yeah, if there is a meat block, I know I have seen the meat at around 66 rupees.
Well, that is not so bad.
Well, if you don't have them, it may as well be 255.
Yeah, that's true.
Special K visits the fairy fountain.
And that Mags is very devastating.
Absolutely. Pedantic now able to cut through enemies that just a few minutes ago were causing him nothing but grief. Mugger, any key? No way. I'm going through you, buddy.
And Special K making it back into level 1. This is a good play as they hopefully will be able to get their ladder here. But again, still no new offense.
There might be outstanding items here in level 1. I think that there are.
And Potato is finding all of the transports.
Not a surprise in 2Q7. There are, I believe, 4 sets of transports here in level 7. I could be wrong, though. There might be 8 sets of transports. I really haven't been counting.
Unfortunately, that transport just takes us right back to one we've already seen. But they can just go back over here and take the first one they passed up.
That's right, Hayo. They can continue their exploration of level 7. In the meantime, Special K in level 1. I don't remember, was the ladder free on the ground or was there combat required to pick it up?
It was free on the ground.
That's going to feel very heartbreaking.
Oh, and if you were hoping for a close race, I'm pretty sure Potato has just put it out of reach. As we now have everything we need to finish the seed.
That's right, Hayo. We have the bow. We have the silver arrows. We have the magical sword, a blue ring. Special K has an unfortunate trip back to the start of level 1.
So once Potato finds the Triforce here, they are in go mode and time is running out for Special K.
That's right. They already have the compass, so they are on their way. They just have to solve the riddle of the spiral for level 7.
Potato has found their way into this middle area. Unfortunately, we know that the Triforce is in the bottom left, but hopefully we'll find more transports. Like this one right here. Unfortunately, it is just a one-way transport, so we are going to need to find our way back into that center area and look for another transport.
Question in chat, why does Special K have no sword? At the beginning of the seed, Special K chose to take the candle instead of the wood sword. The sad truth about to be learned by Special K if they go north and see the Patra guarding the Triforce.
I believe they have already seen it, and I know everybody probably crying a little bit inside on it.
I know Special K is crying probably not only on the inside, but maybe even on the outside. Calls in chat that there was a white sword sighted. More than likely that would have been in level 7, as Pedantic already has the magical sword.
And potentially this is our transport. And once again, Dig Dogger blocked. There have been an abnormal amount of Dig Doggers in this seed tonight.
I've been keeping count, and I think we're right around 17.
That seems pretty low, actually. Alright, and so Potato will be getting their final Triforce here out of... going back to get those bombs for level 7, and they will be headed straight to level... Oh, good thing they have the bow.
And this Goma block Triforce would have been the knowledge that they needed that the bow had to be somewhere outside of level 9.
Yeah, it's a good thing they found the silver arrows early on as well, too.
Nothing worse than having the bow, no arrows, and getting shuttered in with a Goma.
All in all, Pedantic Potato, with playing this seed and not getting much, has still made really great time heading into level 9. But now that we're in level 9, Adam, what are we looking for?
That is a wonderful question. So I think what we're looking for is the last 7 Dig Doggers in this seed, but in actuality, we're looking for a Roar and a Door. The Roar is our big piggy Ganon. He is very upset because somebody, the hero of Hyrule, has showed up to try to make him into bacon. You can hear him when you are within one room of his location, either north, south, east, or west. We are also looking for a door. That is a single shutter door that upon clearing all of the enemies in the room, remains shut. It could be this one right here for Pedantic. It is not that one.
That would have been way too nice of this seed at this point.
That's correct. So that door will stay shut once the enemies are cleared, or if Ganon has been defeated, that door will pop right on open.
And we have a potential sighting here.
That we do. There is one exception to that rule for the single shutter door, and that is Ganon's room itself. That can have up to 3 shutter doors adjacent to it, and if that is the case, the kidnapped could be behind any of them.
And it seems Potato, having all the items that he needs, is not even attempting to clear some of these rooms with push blocks in them. They are just trying to find their best way through at this moment. Unfortunately, this will not be the princess, as there are 2 shutter doors in here.
That's correct, Hayo.
But we do find a walk-through wall right up into the top right, the ear of the pig.
That's right. For anyone who is unfamiliar with 2Q9, the map looks like the face of our big piggy himself, Ganon.
And he did not have to search the last 2 rooms up there because he did not see a shutter door and he didn't hear any roar. So there's no point of even looking in those 2 rooms.
That's absolutely right, Hayo. In the meantime, Special K retrying again.
Could this be? No, just a dark room.
Looks like it's a useless moat room. Doing the quick combat to see if we're fortunate enough to get a compass drop.
Oh, I
hear a roar.
And we have a shutter door in here. This potentially could be a 1-2 combo.
It could be.
He's only going to need 4 swings.
I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen in chat, put your hands together for our big pig himself, Ganon.
He has 2. This should be pretty simple. There it is. Could Zelda be right next door?
Will the seed do something that nice?
No.
Well, there's the map in case you wonder what level 9 looks like.
He almost got something nice. But unfortunately, we're still searching.
That's right, Hayo, and we'll know that as soon as Pedantic walks into a room where there are enemies, if a single shutter door pops open, we know that they have found the kidnapped.
And without taking any transports, Potato has actually had a lot of good coverage so far. Wouldn't be so well. They do find a way south. I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if they up an A and just started making their way west. At this point, getting hit by red bubbles is probably not that big of a deal. He still has 2 potions, so if he needs to get his sword back, he can just potion.
Absolutely right, Hayo. And the old man lets us know exactly where Ganon used to be, but we have already found the big piggy and put him to bed.
And there we go.
A door pops open.
Everybody get your GGs for Pedantic Potato, our winner tonight, with a final time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 52 seconds. And that was a well-deserved victory for Potato. That was a tough seed.
Absolutely right. I could see either one of the runners looking at how tough this seed was early on and just saying, you know what? I've got better things to do with my life. There's grass I need to watch grow. There's paint that needs to be watched dry. Or I could just continue with some more Z1R action. GG's Pedantic Potato. Welcome to the commentary booth.
Well, thank you.
Well, you rolled the seed, so you have nobody to complain to except yourself.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the seed itself was bad. I didn't play it well. I had a plan to do my usual look through the whole overworld and get all the money, get the blue ring, get all the hearts, and I didn't do it.
We noticed early on you choose to leave the money. Is that so you can just get all the door repairs first?
Yes, but then I didn't, as I said, I didn't follow through with it this time. So.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of hurt me there. Well,
your opponent has followed through with their strategy, unfortunately, and that is not picking up the wood sword.
Oh, no.
And at 1 hour and 37 minutes in, Special K is still looking for repetitive combat.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not the seed to be doing swordless.
No, I clearly didn't clear everything, but as you saw, I never saw the white sword, I never saw the wand, and wow.
Yeah, and at 14 hearts, the magical sword was not too cheap.
Was it 14? I thought it was 12.
It was 12.
12. Yep.
That's all right. This seed has been one of those seeds where it just felt like it should have been 14. In the meantime, Special K has seen the dot done and thrown in the towel.
I do not blame Special K at all, as we know they still have to find at least one more heart just to get mags. And like you said, we have still not found the wand, red candle. We did find the bow at least.
That's true.
Well, if we didn't find the bow, I'd have some questions on how Pedantic got finished with the seed.
Yeah.
It's very true. So, besides what you not following through, what else do you think about this seed? I mean, the enemy set was not really fun. You had a dig dogger in every other room.
Well, that is true. The Dig Dogger was not fun. The rest of it, I mean, was, I'd say, moderate difficulty enemies. I mean, you know, it wasn't all whiz robes or anything like that. So at least it's that.
Yeah, it took us to the very last dungeon before we finally saw a whiz robe.
Yeah, and by that time I was like, oh, I got mags. I can take these, no problem.
Yeah, there were whiz robes in 7, 8, and 9. So just the ouch of the bigger dungeons.
It is interesting that the bow was not really hard to get at all in 7. I mean, it really led you to it. So had I done that earlier, I could have had bow and silvers really early, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, people just have a bad thought of 7 and just don't want to do it most of the time.
That's right. And joining us, our race runner-up, Special K. GG, Special K.
Hi, thank you. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, we can hear you.
GG's Pedantic.
GG Special K.
So how about that seed?
That certainly didn't work. This was not the seed to go swordless.
It was not, as we have said. We still haven't found wand. We still haven't found red candle. We found bow as our last item as well. So, unfortunately, there was no repetitive combat out there for you.
Yeah, red candle's an 8 somewhere. It'll help me. I'm gonna find that, but I got a hint for that. But otherwise, things were ladder blocked. Things were quarter blocked, which was also ladder blocked. So there was no progressing for me with how I played that, which I took the gamble, and this did not pay off at all. But that's how rando works.
It is. It turns out that the ladder was actually relatively free in level 1 if you could just do the combat. And unfortunately, not only did you have a little bit of trouble with the combat having only the blue candle, but we noticed that bombs for the first about hour of the seed were almost nowhere to be found for either of you.
Yeah, it took me probably close to an hour to realize there were fast blue octoroks that went down to a candle somewhat near star, and that's where I got bombs, and that's where I finally found the bomb shop and could finally do things. So
yeah, pretty sure you found the bomb shop before Pedantic did.
Yeah, I didn't find that bomb shop until very late.
And it was only one of them.
Yeah. I had to keep trying caves because I had to try to find something in order to progress. So I got everything except for quarter caves because I had to, because I could not progress in dungeons, which means I have to try to find something else, and nothing worked, and yep, that happens sometimes.
And sometimes that's just the price you pay for the gamble. I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately.
Well, they wouldn't call it a gamble if it worked every time. They'd call it a sure thing.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
But still, GG, I was very impressed that you put the effort in, and the seed really wanted to say no to you the whole time, but you stuck it out, and good luck. I mean, that's impressive, just going that long without a sword.
Yeah, absolutely. I figured after about an hour and 10, you'd be at the point where you'd just be like, I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to walk away, just go to my happy spot, take a few breaths. But no. I think you were sending candle fire at the old men, bombing them 3 or 4 times, just, as one does when a seed is like this.
Yeah, when I knew I was going to retry, I'm like, yeah, you're getting it, old man.
we got a good laugh at that one.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
So,
I mean, you got just as many, one shy hearts as many as I did with no sword. That is very impressive to me.
And it looks like I needed one more heart for mags, and then I could have actually done something.
Correct.
Yeah, you were just almost there.
So, chat did want me to ask you a couple of questions, Special K, because whenever a gamble goes truly this badly, chat is just itching to know a few things. And one of them is, did you ever at any point think, hey, this was an awful idea. I'm just going to completely restart and grab the wood sword?
Yeah. After it took me forever in 6, I'm like, this is and that the Armos item was the power bracelet. I pretty much figured I was pretty well not in a good spot, but at that point I felt not committed to it. But yeah, for the last 45 minutes of the seed, I'm like, please finish Pedantic, put me out of my misery. I lost. I'm just gonna have fun doing Swordless and see where it goes, but I'm going to lose, and that's okay.
As long as you are having fun, that actually makes me very happy, because one of the things, even though chat wishes all kinds of gloom and doom on the runners, I actually want everybody to have fun, because ultimately that's why we're playing this game.
Yeah, fun was had. The only frustration on my end was my controller was screwing with me, because if you saw, a lot of times I just jerked right for no apparent reason. That was my controller not behaving, which happens sometimes, but so there wasn't anywhere with how I played this. There was no coming back. So I enjoyed blue candling a lot and finally acquiring bombs, and I did what I did, and that's off to you, Pedantic. You earned it.
Well, thank you. You were more courageous, though, that's for sure.
And you fall to 1 and 2, but you're still only 1 win away from making it into the playoff. So this tournament is definitely not over for you. You have another shot for sure. But Pedantic, you do move to 2 and 1, and you are guaranteed at least to a playoff shot, and then 1 win away from making it into the brackets. So good luck to you both with the upcoming races.
Well, thank you.
That's right. So, Pedantic, who are you looking forward to facing out of 2 and 1 bracket, if anyone?
I don't know who the current people are in 2 and 1, but I do believe there's a number of people who I normally race against and know, and I'm looking forward to facing one of them.
All right, and Special K, when the Wheel of Doom decides you should face Psytown in the 1 and 2 bracket, how are you going to take on that race? A gentleman's agreement to go swordless?
You could give me the spoiler block for a race, and Psytown's still probably going to beat me. So that's just tip my hat. I already faced TA in this tournament, and that didn't go well, and Psytown won't go well. So there are just times where there is very, very few ways that I could possibly win this. But hey, maybe one of those few ways will pop up. But yeah,
Maybe you'll get lucky and you face me, and you get that second win.
and you get your second win.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. I was happy to get 1 win, and I'm enjoying this, so it's all about fun.
Yes, I will agree with you there. This whole tournament is all about fun. Winning is an extra bonus, but even going 0 and 5, as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter.
That's absolutely right. Having fun is important. Pedantic, Special K, any final thoughts on this wonderful seed?
No thoughts here.
I was about to say, the silence says everything.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Well, there you have it. This seed beat them down so bad they no longer want to even speak of it ever again.
Accurate.
Thanks for the commentary and backing and the restream. Appreciate all the work that goes into this.
Well,
Agreed.
thank you guys for putting on a great race, even though the seed did not want it to end.
Yes, definitely. Thank you both for racing. Thank you both for putting up with that seed. Chat, these runners put on a great show. They came in, they explained what they were thinking. They both had fun. I hope chat had fun. And based on that, follow our runners. Follow my co-com, Hio24. follow our tracker, Imagine Sleep, because right now, I'm sure that our runners are just imagining sleep, because after that, I can't imagine anything else. Hayo, did you have any final thoughts on the seed?
I'm just glad I got to watch it and not play it, because I've already dealt with, legendary bad seeds.
Oh, there's definitely some awful seeds out there.
And before I get off, I just also want to say thank you to my co-commentator, JXB Adam. He says don't go follow him, but you never know. Maybe in the future he will stream something.
Maybe indeed. And that is bringing us to a close of tonight's episode of Zelda 1 Randomizer, the 2024 Winter Tournament. This has been the Swiss Week 3 match between Special K and PedanticPotato. Pedantic took the win, but Special K never gave up. Both of them are continuing on in the tournament, and we wish them nothing but the best of luck in their coming rounds. If you are looking for more Z1R action, that will be tomorrow with restreams to be determined. So check the schedule. I am sure it will be posted sometime. For my co-com Hayo, for our tracker Imagine Sleep, I have been JXB Adam. For our runners, SpeedGaming 3. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
Good night, everyone.